Welcome back to Dishin. It is almost time to try these beef ground. Oops, we better get that off the.
Yeah, that's getting pretty hot.
We have had a grease fire before. It's not a fun thing. All right, so we're going to try these ground beef tacos, the best ones in the whole wide world, guys. I think this looks beautiful. That's done now. How many do you have for us, Luke? Because I'm going to probably have about 10.
Okay. Well, right now I have 3 ready to go.
Oh, just.
But
just
the third one I made a little.
You wanted it a little crunchier?
I'll have it. I'll have it.
You want the crunchy?
Okay, I'm good with crunchy.
So here,
Do you want it then? I don't care.
Okay, so
I don't care.
You want to try that?
Oh, you know what? I've got these little plates down here.
There we go.
Okay.
And so let's do that.
I'll dish it out.
I'll give you a plate.
Still cooking it right here.
Here's what we can do. We can do assembly line here.
Okay.
Could you open that for me? I don't know why I
I'll
can't.
get it.
There's the little.
Well, you got your nails.
Yeah, I think that's the problem. There you go. Now, do you want to try guac?
Yes, I will try.
I think you'll
All
like
right,
it.
that is a good girl. She wants to try. And so what we'll do is we'll take that taco. We'll go ahead and put some beef in there. I'll let
Okay.
you. Put,
Does it matter how much?
well, we want it to fold up and we want it to be easy to eat.
Okay.
So probably, yeah, we'll start there. That's perfect. All right, and then let me get this stuff out the way. I think we'll do it this way.
Warm, isn't it?
Hope we'll go ahead and put 3 on a plate and get that much going.
Okay. Here's the second one.
Okay, doing a good
Ready?
job. There you go.
This. Oh,
There it is. All right.
Look at that.
She is generous. I like that.
we might have enough for more.
We probably will.
have
And
some leftovers.
everybody in the studio is going to want us to have more. Now,
This one's a little. This is the crunch.
that's yours? Is that yours? Okay.
You want the
I'll have the country one.
Oh, she
I
wants
think
the
it's.
I like crunchy.
I like
tacos.
tacos too. I'm gonna turn this off.
Yeah, that's Becky.
All right, there we go. Now, I think that salsa would probably be best. Or do you think
Yeah.
cheese?
Both. I'm kidding.
Yeah, both.
Cheese,
Or-
salsa,
yeah.
everything? Okay, I cannot wait. But you know what, Luke, I'm just thinking, we're gonna have to put some more of these on pretty soon, but they do take a little while. So let's do this.
Cheese
We're
it
gonna
up.
put cheese on first.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Looking really good.
It's looking really good.
Does it look?
I cannot believe you've not tried guac before now.
No.
I don't want to be stingy with the cheese.
Has it just never looked good to you before?
I've seen it and I was like, nope, not today.
Oh, really? Because it's
Not today.
Okay, pass your
But
plate
today,
there.
you're doing it today,
Yeah,
right?
today I'm doing
You're
it.
gonna
Today
give it a shot.
she's
Just
doing
take your
it.
chance.
I hope you like it,
I think I will.
but I want you to be honest. I want you to be honest
Okay.
about it. Okay, let's see. One more spoon. We're about to get this together, y'all. All right, so here goes.
Salsa?
You'll try the salsa?
Yeah, I'll have like a little bit,
Just
like
a- just a
barely
dash.
You want a
enough.
little bit more than that?
Nope, that's good.
Oh,
There you go. That's okay.
that's okay.
Kind of fell over. That's okay.
Sorry, it's kind of some thick,
Toppled
Jimmy fell.
thick salsa there. All right, now here comes the guac. All right, so
Okay,
go.
just a little
she's
bit.
very trepidatious about this, but
A little bit.
but I appreciate
dash.
your willingness to try. And
Yes.
just is that too much?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, that's good.
little
I
bit.
think
Yeah,
we're
that's perfect.
Now, how about the guac for you?
You can
Load it up.
You can load.
Yeah.
Pull out.
Good protein. Isn't that a power food?
It
Avocado.
is a power food. It's got a lot of fat in it, which keeps you full. No, that's
Good
a good
fats.
thing. No, good fat.
Good
it's
fats.
a good fat. Yeah, okay. This is going to be very messy to eat, guys.
This is hopes.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
so,
Ooh.
Look at
okay.
Okay.
You can just, now,
wanna take
hopefully
it-
we
you
can
can take a break.
fold that up.
Okay.
this. You want to roll
It's
it up?
hot.
Oh my goodness. Did you guys get a
It's
shot
not
of
too-
this
This is.
before we start here? This is really, really a good one.
That is.
Doesn't that look beautiful?
Yes.
Supposedly the best taco.
We're pretty good. We're pretty good cooks, aren't we?
We are pretty good cooks.
This reminds me of like a gourmet Mexican restaurant.
Yeah, how about that?
That's
Okay,
right.
I'm gonna have you guys dig right in there. It's kind of hard
Right.
to talk and eat at the same time.
It is.
Yeah.
Once we start eating, there will be no talking.
Yeah, I know. Well,
We'll just be like,
you go ahead and take your bite, but I was just gonna say, when the food's good, you notice that when you go to a restaurant, everybody's chatting. They start eating and it gets so quiet because everybody's enjoying the food so much. I don't know if, yes? What do you think, Luke?
I love it.
Is it great?
Still, is the verdict still? Oh, you haven't.
still processing.
Okay. Still processing.
She hasn't gotten to the guac yet, though, either. Okay. Oh, hey,
Hello.
Jesse Inman, come on
Hey,
in
look
here.
who's here.
Oh, you, this is
Oh.
yes.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here, and I just heard there was food,
Oh.
so I just wanted to try some food.
Okay, well, here, you take that and,
Oh, and I'll make my own plate, Kelly
oh,
Smith.
okay.
We saved a lot for you.
Just saying.
Do you have an IFBN?
No, I don't.
Okay.
No, I don't.
Here.
I don't know what they're telling me, but I'm here. So
You can't be in this segment.
What?
I'm so sorry.
I can't be in this
He
segment.
doesn't get to have a bite?
Fine. We don't have enough time for me to be.
I'm so sorry. I did not want to be that way.
Sorry.
So sorry.
We'll save
Hey,
some for
Jesse,
you.
I'll make you one for
I'll be
later.
around.
We'll have leftovers for you.
Okay.
I'll make you one for later.
Okay, Kelly.
No one understands what just happened there. Just it's the rules of TV. Okay,
That's really good.
that's really good. I love you, Jesse.
You know, the guacamole isn't the best. Not the best thing I've ever tried.
Okay.
But I like the cheese and the meat and the salsa.
She has an exquisite palate. Does she? She knows what she likes.
So,
She's very particular,
want
and
some?
that's okay.
Oh,
okay,
she's
you're
gonna-
you're dumping
she was
on
gonna
mine.
give you her
That's
guac.
all right.
I meant to give you the guac.
That's okay.
What?
Because now you have the meat and the cheese, which is your favorite.
You know, I will say this honestly.
Okay.
That's not the best guac I've ever made. So,
Okay.
hope
what
you
is
might
it?
want to try it again sometime.
What is it that you don't like
I
about
don't
it? 'Cause
know.
I like it.
You do like it?
It's just like really sweet to me.
It's sweet?
Sweet. Okay.
Or you're tasting the lemon?
Yeah, that's the lemon that you're tasting is the sweetness.
I think that, I don't know, I like it loaded. I like it with,
More stuff? Okay.
and maybe,
salsa?
I don't know, maybe it needs more salt or something. I'm just saying that it's not my favorite batch.
Okay.
But you like it. But people are,
I like it.
They're very particular about that.
Because there's a lot going on in this taco.
Yeah, there is.
You know what
But
we-
you know, let me just tell you, the recipe, guys, is very simplistic, and some people like it that way. It didn't even call for cheese.
Really?
Yeah. There's the recipe,
there it
guys.
is.
Check out the recipe. If you want to make it this way, there are people that just like it just straight up, just the way it is. But I will tell you, I love the chili powder, the cumin, and the oregano. All of that in there really makes the meat have a great flavor.
And it's very simple to make.
It is very simple to make.
Like I'm not a cook at all. And we
You
did
could
it.
have fooled me today.
I know we did it. didn't we?
We definitely did
So
it.
if I can do it, anyone can do it.
You can do it. But now, would you add ground beef, or would you add the beans to this?
I don't think so. I think I'm gonna keep the beans out. But you know what also would be good? If you did this with chicken.
Really?
That'd be good, wouldn't it?
I thought about that.
chicken
Yeah, that
tacos.
would be good.
I'm
yeah.
not saying it would be better than this, but just another option.
It's another option. Hope, where are you at on this? Because here in just in a little while, we're gonna have to be honest and rate this. We're gonna have to rate it between,
Oh no.
she's not so sure about this taco. Okay, I'm gonna ask you first, Miss Hope. 0 to 10, what are you gonna rate this? She doesn't like it.
A 5
A 5.
or 4.5.
Being honest.
Okay, 4.5.
But that's also coming
What are you
from
gonna give
someone
it,
who
Luke?
only eats cheese quesadillas.
What are you gonna give it, Luke?
I'm gonna give it a 9. I really like it.
You're gonna give it a 9.
really like it.
I've not been able to get into the guacamole because you know it's TV time and we're busy with this, but I think it's pretty good. I'm gonna give it a 9 also.
Okay.
Till next time, guys, we are
Dishin' it.
Today's Dishin' It was sponsored by
Price Cutter. Local matters.